for being here. We're just going to, pry into the collective here. And some of you are hanging out with a masculine who is not going to leave. He's not going to leave this karmic. Look, he's not going to do it. The Fool and the Two of... Anyway, we're going to have a look. And I think it's because he has homosexual tendencies. Is that right? And they're secret. And so to keep the facade of the marriage is better, right? Better, so that this will not be exposed. But we're going to tease it out here. This guy's forfeiting his divinity. Doesn't have enough guts. He's a coward, and it's not only that. It's underneath. It's unhealed trauma, sexual trauma. It's very sad, but he is not wanting it to be exposed, and that's why the karmic is there. The happy Pabi Kendall marriage is there so that this will not be exposed. See that? He could not handle the humiliation. Maybe because of religious family beliefs, because that's what we got on the front. Thumbnail. Right, everything works in coordination with the reading. Now, also, I have Celtic Tarot. Thank you for Adama for giving me those. Right, and I was thinking, oh, I'm not into that. And then I asked the Father, what cards would have homosexual tendencies in them? And there is a male couple in here. So I'm using these for that reason. And I thought, wow, they were given to me. And you always know if you're given tarot as a gift, it's meant to be for you. Like, you're not meant to buy your own tarot. Right? You're not meant to if it's in the light. If you buy your own tarot, it's different. If you're gifted it, you're meant to read those cards. That's a given. We've known in the tarot realm for a while. Knight of Cauldrons. See, this is a different energy. The Knight of Cauldrons is the Knight of Cups, who is homosexual. And this is what is not willing to do, stand up and speak or heal. So it acts like this around the karmic. That's why the karmic's there. See the walls up for the boundaries? That's it, because he has homosexual practices. I'm getting practices. So I don't know what that is. I'm not going into that. Right here, Three of Cauldrons. So they're threesomes. God's telling us, we're just finding out, this masculine is forfeiting his divinity because he's having sexual encounters with three, and the homosexual tendencies here. Because he has, this is maybe with his karmic, who's Queen of Wands, who's Mrs. McFakeman, right? And she does spells on him to keep him in this karmic loop. Can you believe that? Because this is normally a witch. And look, there's the spell. To keep him bound to these sexual tendencies as well. And he keeps her there to keep the shield up. Look, she knows. She's playing on his weaknesses here and keeps him tied. That's it. So what's that? The Nine of Shields. She's the boss around there. So she's wearing the pants in the relationship. And this is a lot of sexual activity here. Eight of Wands, there's a lot of promiscuity here. So I'm going to just talk to a divine feminine. If you're with a guy who's married, right, you got to think you're not the only one. And there's men involved as well. And there's threesomes here. So there's three women here. Right? And here's, we saw here, this means homosexual. Yes? And there's 8 wands here. So there's 8 penises here. Get it? Are you listening? So you have to move on. You have to move forward. You have to leave, even if you've got children. This is not going to work for you. This is underneath. You have to leave this. He's not leaving because there's magic involved here. Right? And that's karmic justice. That's karma. He's stuck in a karmic cycle and he's not getting out. He's not being a fool. He's not leaving. He's stuck. Look, there's a man there. There's two men, see? The magic is done to keep him bound from his sexual trauma. I'm telling you. And look, he's bound. He's not leaving. Look at that. Wow. And here's the 8 wands. I'm not going to go any further because it's making me feel sick. Anything else, fella? Ugh. So I want to say thank you again for these cards, because you need these cards to get the message out. Do you know what I mean? You can't just have pure cards. So thank you for my gift, because this is justice. All right? He's staying there. He's forfeiting his... There he is. He's forfeiting his divinity because he cannot deal with the shame. And this karmic is also placing magic. This is black magic over this masculine. And there's lots of men involved. There's 8 men here. Hello? And 3 women. So there might be orgies, or this is how they worship Satan as well, through sexual energy. So be very, very careful and know that God's looking after you if things aren't working out. But listen, I wouldn't go near a married man if I were you, Divine Feminine. Just a heads up, because that's, you know, there's always something underneath. You've got to have a good look around before you endeavour in there. And always ask, you want a man to open his heart, right, before you indulge in any activity like that. Don't you, sweetie? So always go to the Father. And if things aren't working out, no, it's working in your favour. It's not working against you. And we'll see why in the next video. I hope to see you there. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And leave me a comment, your name and location, if this feels like it could resonate in any way. God bless you in magical, wonderful ways.